Eater. Box Slayer and Plague Eater. Nice. Wait, what's this quest right here?
Excuse me, celebrated hero. Could you spare... Good day, hero of Mournhold and Deshaan. I hate to interrupt your victory, but I'm here to request your assistance.
What do you need?
Dark times before Shadowfen. Dark times indeed. Murders and disappearances in Stormhold, and the Vice Cannons can't find a culprit.
Interesting. Why can't Stormhold's guard find the murderer?
The Vice Cannons need an outside party to help due to certain political complications. Vice Cannon Hronda expects me to send help.
I'll do what I can.
Head south from here. Once you run out of good dry land, go a bit further and you'll hit Stormhold. Locate Vice Cannon Hronda there. He'll direct you.
Can you tell me about Stormhold?
I could tell you where to find the only decent meal in town, but that's probably not what you mean. What do you want to know?
What can you tell me about the Vice Cannons?
War heroes from the Akaviri War. Strong leaders, honorable to the last. A good thing, too, since Shadowfen's troubled by its past. My people kept Argonian slaves within living memory, and that's not a wound to quickly heal.
Anything else you can tell me about the disappearances?
Not much, sadly. It's mostly Argonians missing. Some think slavers are to blame. If that's true, the Pact may not survive such discord.
What is Stormhold like?
It's a Dunmer city, built on an Argonian village, built on an Ayleid ruin. Confused, like much of Shadowfen. Consider it a last bastion of civilization before Black Marsh. Everything south of Stormhold is lizards and mud.
Jeez, man. Alright, so that'll be it for Deshaan's main quest. I can now start Shadowfen, although not yet, because I want to finish everything else. Oh wait, this thing's under attack. Where the heck am I right now? Let me go. I'm near Mournhold. Don't know if I'll make it, but I'll try. I think this acolytes are here. Heck yeah. Damn, alright. What the hell's going on? Why can't I do anything? bro. Go. Never seen those things. Sick. Yo, man. So annoying. Around you freaking punk. Got it. Nothing you can do will end this. Oh yeah. Alright. Fourth map done. Daedric Spear is leveled up. Alright, what else we got? So we got this Smuggler's Slip over here. Oh, come on, man. What was a chest? Heck yeah. Nice. These plants are so weird. Ah. Monomyth, the myth of Aurbis. Orbis? Subtitled The Sigic Compensation, Mythic Aurbis was an attempt by Artaeum apologists to explain the basics of Aldmeri religion to the Emperor. It quietly avoided any blame or bias against the Lorcan concept, which was still held in esteem by the Cyrodiils as Shazar, the missing sibling of the Divines. Despite this, the Sigici still give a nice summary of the Elder View, and it will serve our purposes here. This version comes from the archives of the Imperial Seminary, from the handwritten notes of an unknown scribe. Mythic Aurbis exists, and has existed from time without measure as a fanciful, unnatural realm. Orbis is used to connote the imperceptible penumbra, the gray center between the is/is not of Anu and Padme. It contains the multitude realms of Aetherius and Oblivion, as well as other less structured forms. The magical beings of mythic Orbis live for a long time and have complex narrative lives, creating the patterns of myth. These are spirits made from the bits of the immortal polarity. The first of these was Akatosh, the time dragon, whose formation made it easier for other spirits to structure themselves. Gods and demons form and reform and procreate. Finally, the magical beings of the mythic Orbis told the ultimate story, that of their own death. For some, this was an artistic transfiguration into the concrete, non-magical substance of the world. For others, this was a war in which all were slain, their bodies becoming the substance of the world. For yet others, this was a romantic marriage and parenthood, with the parent spirits naturally having to die and give way to the succeeding mortal races. The agent of this communal decision was Lorcan, whom most early myths vilify as a trickster or deceiver. More sympathetic versions of the story point out Lorcan as being the reason the mortal plane exists at all. Magical beings created the races of the mortal Aurbis in their own image, either consciously as artists and craftsmen, or as the fecund rotting matter out of which the mortal sprung forth, or in a variety of other analogical senses. The magical beings then, having died, became the Edada. The Edada are the things perceived and revered by the mortals as gods, spirits, or geniuses of Aurbis. Through their deaths, these magical beings separated themselves in nature from other magical beings in the unnatural realms. The Daedra were created at this time also, being spirits and gods more attuned to Oblivion, or that realm closer to the void of Padme. This act is the dawn of the Merithic era. It has been perceived by the earliest mortals many different ways, either as a joyous second creation, or especially by the elves, as a painful fracturing from the divine. Originator of the event is always Lorcan. Hey, Deshaun Pathfinder, there you go. Alright, cool. So, is there anything else in here that I need to get? I think with this now, I can go ahead, let me go back here. There's still 2 more areas that I have quests in. But I also have some things to explore. So, where is the... Okay, here's the camp that I wanted to go to.
Justice.
To get this. Antique map of Shan is now available to scry. Good stuff. Alright, let me go talk to these people. Wait. Either go to this guy or who? Oh, over there. Huh.
You've returned. I take it you were successful?
I killed a number of Vox's followers.
Thank you. Take this as a reward. It may not seem like much, but even one dead enemy could mean the difference between victory and defeat.
Alright, so there's that. There's a log. Alright, so I still need one more way shrine, which is right here. One more delve, which is actually close to me. It's over here in the east. Somewhere. Knife Ear Grotto. Another book. For the Ages of Man, Dawn Era. Let's see, before man came to rule Tamriel, and before the chronicles of the historians recorded the affairs of the rulers of Tamriel, the events of our world are known only through myths and legends, and through the divinely inspired teachings of the 8 divines. For convenience, historians divide the distant ages of prehistory into 2 broad periods of time, the Dawn Era and the Merithic Era. The Dawn Era. The Dawn Era is the period before the beginning of mortal time, when the feats of the gods take place. The Dawn Era ends with the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantian Tower. The term Merithic comes from the Nords, literally era of the elves. The Merithic Era is the prehistoric time after the exodus of the gods and magic from the world at the founding of the Adamantian Tower, and before the arrival of Ysgramor the Nord in Tamriel. The following are the most notable events of the Dawn era, presented roughly in sequence as it must be understood by creatures of time such as ourselves. The cosmos formed from the Orbis, chaos or totality, by Anu and Padme. Akatosh, Auriel formed and time began. The gods, et Ada, formed. Lorcan convinced or tricked the gods into creating the mortal plane, Nirn. The mortal plane was at this point highly magical and dangerous. As the gods walked, the physical makeup of the mortal plane and even the timeless continuity of existence itself became unstable. When Magnus, architect of the planes for the mortal world, decided to terminate the project, the gods convened at the Adamantine Tower, Durrani Tower, the oldest known structure in Tamriel, and decided what to do. Most left when magic did. Others sacrificed themselves into other forms so that they may stay, such as the Elnephe. Lorcan was condemned by the gods to exile in the mortal realms, and his heart was torn out and cast from the tower. Where it landed, a volcano formed. With magic in the mythic sense gone, the cosmos stabilized. Elven history finally linear began. ME 2500. Let's go inside this delve. Grab this final... not final. One of the stone sky shards. Fair warning. Let me see. Greetings, traveler. I post this warning in hope that you will heed it. This ruin is overrun with a number of dangerous Daedra and their followers. Do not venture forth unless you are adequately armed and prepared. Continue reading. If, however, you do choose to venture into this cave, keep your eyes open for anything of value. I will reward you for recovering any artifacts that I could not. Find me at the Daedric ruins near Narcissus. Aralyon the Scholar. I should gather any artifacts I find. Okay, how many? I have 53 out of 55. Nice. Doing? Hey, when they try to... Okay, wait, so... that one's locked away. I gotta go straight up. Over here. I'm just gonna run. Do I wanna... This is the Will of Drulasa. Subordinate Dremora, hear and obey the will of Drulasa. We are strong, we despise the weak and hate the frail. And we abhor the mortals most of all because they are both weak and frail. The weak must be punished by the strong. It is our calling and it is the order of our Lord and Master Molag Bal. Find mortals, capture, but do not kill them. They must be alive when we sacrifice their wretched souls to Molag Bal. Do not fail me, or you shall suffer in place of the mortals. Do this because I command it. Okay, guessing that's who is the leader here, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill her. Just gonna run over to her. There she is. What up, Drulasha? Drushasa. Sky Shard. That's all the delves. Heck yeah.